Now, you've previously examined the lesson initiation, which is primarily designed to establish clear academic focus, and the lesson implementation, that section which we generally think of as the meat of the course, where the teaching goes on. But you now know that the teaching goes on in all three sections. And the current component that we're going to look at is the lesson closure. Now, the lesson closure is no less critical to student learning than the lesson initiation and lesson implementation. But many uninformed teachers totally ignore its necessity. The lesson closure should bring the lesson to a culmination. It should remind students of what has happened in the lesson, and it should prepare them for what comes next. Therefore, you want to always provide a summary. And this summary is our second review. We refer to it as Review 2. Provide a summary of what has transpired in the day's lesson and activities. Now, this review is distinct from Review 1 that you provided in the lesson initiation, but it's highly related to it. The Review 2 allows your students to wrap up their learning experiences, place a bow on them, and take them with them. In other words, it ensures that academic focus is maintained after they leave your classroom. This also requires that your students self-reflect on what they now know, what they now can do, what they now believe, or what they now feel as a result of your instruction. Second, you want to always ensure that you provide a relevant linking assignment for the following lesson, the next day's lesson. Now, this linking activity is essentially the next lesson or the next day or the next week. It may include a homework, a typical homework assignment, or it may emphasize the use or application of the knowledge, skills, beliefs, or attitudes that you pursued in the present today's lesson. Or it may simply be a statement of where we'll go next in the class, on tomorrow, or during the next lesson. But most important, it facilitates the student taking with them their wrapped gift box of mastery, prepared to reopen it at that later time, and to relate it to the next lesson. And keeping your lesson structured in such a way, this Review 2 essentially becomes your next Review 1 for the next lesson. Neat, huh? Well, let's now see how our intern approached this lesson component.
Okay, let's talk about it for a minute. I don't even know what to really ask you guys, because I think it's just a matter of you all need to keep thinking about everything. This is a thought process more than anything. Men, listen up, because you all need to hear this. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, you did sound very good today, but I don't want you all to get frustrated. I'm seeing bored frustration on your face. I don't want you to get frustrated. You're doing very well. You guys just have to remember. It's hard to remember because you're trying to remember to say, okay, what is no, to count. Counting will help you so much.